Hello everybody, time for another bonus video before we go take on the final world. We've got some more lucky emblems to pick up, just the one there in the 100 Acre Woods, and I've also got to take a picture of this scarecrow for a photo mission, so that's that done. Next up we have Monsters Inc. So, quite a few lucky emblems. The first one is hidden under this terrible clown. I don't know if that is a remnant of the scare floor or if it's a new addition to the laugh floor, but it could work for either. Carrying on through the corporation, we have this dead end here, which I somehow missed before because I'm pretty sure I walked past it. This one's a real bastard. This one's actually kind of hidden. There's one door that's active, hidden around a corner somewhere, but when you do find it, it opens up this whole new area. In said area, you get this Fencer's Earring, but more importantly, you get the Flan minigame for this world. Oh, and a very subtle lucky emblem. Yeah, kinda right there. So, banana time. Let's dive right in with this banana boy. Of all the Flan challenges, this one stressed me out the most, because you basically have to take down as many little Flans as you can. But the big one insta-kills you. The big one like floats around with his mouth open and does a big chomp on you, and if he eats you, you lose. So, yeah, you've got to, for 2 straight minutes, just dodge this big hoofing enemy. Hence why, after a while, I realised, if I use my frozen keyblade, I can just spam the dodge roll and take out the smaller enemies. Well, not even the frozen keyblade, the nano arms. I can use the nano arms to dodge roll and take down enemies. So boosh, get dead. Just rip them all apart. And that way I do not have to worry about getting munched on. Points wise, I think I need about 20,000 in order to actually pass this, but as I do this sweet little spin through enemies, it slowly raises my gauge at the bottom left, and we get this very OP finisher, which definitely helps. There we go, that near enough beat all of them. That nano keyblade is pretty goddamn dope. Continuing the carnage, knowing now that I can't roll, not until I get the nano arms back. Let's get the nano arms back, and then go back to my good old strategy that I know works. And, just to be safe, loads of points. There we go. Definitely did that one. That was probably my 4th or 5th try. That big bastard ate me quite a lot. Anyway, can now make my grand magic go on for longer. Not that you wouldn't immediately use it anyway. So, yeah, moving on. Oh, there's another one. There's another one here on the laugh floor. A little dubious that you still have scared written on your folders, considering you're not supposed to be scaring anymore. Slightly suspicious, but hey. Maybe Vanitas was onto something. Ka-snap, nice and easy. And, you know what, I'm just going to skip right past those enemies, because there's another emblem literally here. Just right there in the paints. Lovely. That's, near enough done now with this world, but let's have a little play first of all. So, having a little play with my infantry here, and double checking what photo missions I still need to do, of which there are quite a few, but they're all fairly doable, so yeah. I know that one of them is to take a photo of a CDA member, and that's going to be here in Monstropolis. And one of them is to take pictures of all our teammates, something that I have been neglecting. So yeah, I'll do that off screen. I'm not going to go back through every world to take a picture of everyone. You know what everyone looks like. Yeah. Here's a classic minigame that was hidden around a corner. Oh, hello. There's another lucky emblem. Oh, there's more to Monstropolis than I remember. Cosmic Belt? Holy crap, that's good. That's very OP. And this isn't related to anything. I was just fascinated by this. It's somewhat hypnotic, I have to say. It just keeps going.
Let's see.
Just won't stop. You seeing this shit, guys?
Hey, nice camera. Take one of me.
No, guys, admire the artistry at play here. Philistines. Anyway, moving on, we have another lucky emblem. Nice and simple. This one's one of those,
Hey, I think that's a lucky emblem.
what's that game? The one with the lady... Hellblade. It's one of those Hellblade ones. We have to line it all up. And here's a CDA agent.
Let's see.
Ka-snap. Awesome. Next up, we have one more emblem. That wasn't there when we were first in this world. That is actually left behind by the fire. Those are the scorch marks. So you do have to revisit this place to get all the emblems for it.
The fire has been extinguished. Thank you for the help.
No, thank you, officer. Moving on. The Pirates of the Caribbean world, you know, it was bad enough having us collect all those goddamn crabs, but the fact that there are lucky emblems on top of that, that's the real kick in the teeth. More importantly is that there are a couple here in Port Royal, and I'll be picking them up over the next few minutes, but there are also quite a lot out on the open sea, hidden in random spots on random islands. Straight up ridiculous. This one took me a while to figure out.
Let's see.
There is another one made out of ropes.
Let's see.
And, weren't expecting to see a Union Jack anywhere in this video, but I'm going to take a moment of silence. Ha, just kidding, I'm not at all nationalistic, fuck England. Anyway. Boing. Here we go. Alright, so this is basically like Space Invaders, but with flans. And a lot of rolling to get to cannons. You don't necessarily have to roll, but it's a good way of getting yourself into the right position quickly and easily. They're kind of perfectly measured so that one roll will get you to the next part. The bell in the middle is particularly helpful because it basically clears out all the enemies and shoots all the cannons at once. And gets you a shit ton of points. And based on my record, I think you would need at least 20,000 in order to clear this one. But yeah, you know, I'm going to give my final thoughts overall on the Flan minigames. Really nice idea. I kind of like the idea of having like secret minigames with, you know, fun prizes attached to them. I just wish they were not so secretive. I wish they were more a thing that were woven into the game rather than being a secret that you can go out of your way to find, because I can imagine someone playing through this whole game and not knowing that these minigames are even in it. And some of them, not all, but some are pretty goddamn fun. So, yeah. Don't be so shy about your minigames. Throw them out there. Maybe don't make them mandatory, but, you know, make it more clear that they're about. I don't know I'm giving advice to Kingdom Hearts 3 because this game has a myriad of problems outside of its minigames, but yeah. Anyway, that is the second to last Flan done right there. Let's see what he has for us. Focus Siphon, which allows me to raise my focus bar in a pinch. And moving on, we get to the sailing. So these are just random islands, and they're like... I think there's like 10 to 20 islands on the map, so you're going to spend a long time travelling through these islands. Some of them, you know, it's found in the landmarks like this, where you can stay on the boat and just take a snap from the boat. But some of them you have to properly get onto the island, maybe run through a little area. I mean, I know that Tim in particular really wanted us to record a video of, you know, the sailing in this game, because it's the part that they enjoyed the most. The downside to that is that it's all a bit mile wide but inch deep. There's not really much to it. Like, here's some ship combat. Oh, here's an exchange I found funny as well.
Say, Jack, you are the real Jack, aren't you?
I want some crabs. Crabs? Did you hit your heads, mates?
Hey, Jack is Jack, and that's all that matters.
Precisely. What?
I like that's literally how Tim structures some of their jokes. That's great. Taking more snaps, doing more warps. This particular one involved climbing a bit of a mountain on a random island, and it's 2 lucky emblems right next to each other. Once again, there's a lot of that. One right there, and one literally within the same eye shot. Just gonna move to the right position. Wait for it to be recognised. There we are. Lovely. Now I can kill some fools. Actually, no, I'm not going to kill some fools. I'm going to bail. God damn it. I'm going to bail. There we go. Got shit to do. Here's an island that is full of monkeys. Just so many monkeys on this island. Monkey Island. Oh my god, that might be the reference. It might be a reference to Monkey Island. I've never even clocked that until I said that. But yeah. So, look at all those abilities that I've stored up there and won't be able to use. I have nothing to use them on. I've already massacred all the monkeys. Harvested their delicious oils. Here's the lucky emblem. It's on the seabed. Nice. And that gave me an Orichalcum Plus, which is one of the necessary components that I need in order to make the ultimate weapon. Last of all, we have San Francisco. A couple more emblems to find here. First one is on this statue's fan. The second one can only be found at night time. It's on this billboard. There's a spotlight, or 3 spotlights, making the emblem. This one in particular was took me a while to figure out. The FAQ was so obsessed with climbing the chef that it didn't particularly tell me where to actually look. Down here, there it is. And that is why I mounted the chef onto the rail and sweet grinds. So I will say, out of all the worlds, San Francisco is the one I enjoy running around in the most. Yes. Probably because it's a city with buildings and landmarks and stuff that I can interact with, so yeah. Anyway, we have a little yellow taxi here. Take one of those. And then we got our sweet rail grinds. Oh, this one in particular, it's one of those line them up in the right position things, but I got kind of lucky here, and it worked out anyway. There we go, back to the sweet grinds. This one was a bastard. This one was a right bastard, just trying to get the position. There we are. How cruel is that? It's just a tiny little thing. Blink and you'll miss it on that one. And then we have this staircase over here.
Let's see.
Definitely a daytime emblem, what with the sun shining down on it. And moving on. Next up we have these things, these weird floats, balloons, I guess you could call them. Sitting on top of one of them.
Let's see.
There we are.
Nice.
God damn it, Donald, just almost photobombed me, almost got in that shot. Here's one over here. Oop. Trying to get in the right position to take the thing. There we are. And ka-snap! That is every lucky emblem. And now I get the Mickey clasp, which is a super overpowered piece of armor.
Let's see.
And I'm also going to take a picture of Baymax while I'm here.
Would you like to take my picture?
Thank you, Baymax. That goes towards my tally of friends that I need to take snaps of. And while we're up here, I should have done this before. Snap. That's one of my photo missions. And at night time, this one's really harsh. Snap. That tiny little dot in the air. I had to take a picture of that one star, the North Star. Oh, and one last thing before we finish is the last Flan mission. This will be all of the Flan missions done. This one in particular is another one where you're at risk of being eaten and insta-killed, but it's a jumping game. You've got to basically trampoline off of the flans, and once you bounce off it once, it then raises its mouth in the air so you don't land on it again. I mean, this one is easy for the most part, until you reach a certain threshold, and Sora goes into his freefall animation, at which point it gets way harder to control. I think it's the game's way of stopping you from being stuck on this minigame forever, but I can imagine, I don't know, like a professional player or someone who's just super competent with this game's movement being able to do this indefinitely. I can see this game going on forever for someone. Maybe there are world records for it out there, who knows. Or maybe after a while you're just doomed and you're going to get eaten by a flan. I'm not skilled enough to find out. All I know is that after you've jumped on oh so many, they will launch you to another platform. The one you land on last dictates which platform you go towards, because on practice runs I found myself ending up on completely different buildings and dealing with different arrangements of flan. I don't know why my brain literally just switched off right there, and all I could think of were flans, as in the actual food. And now I'm hungry. I could really, after doing all these goddamn flan games, I could really do with a goddamn flan. Something sweet, something nice. I'm gonna have to eat after I record this. Anyway, a few more to go. I didn't make a note of looking up the threshold of how many points I need to get. So, gonna be at this a little longer. Oh, there's the freefall. God damn it, there it is. I'm pretty sure 15,000 is what you're aiming for, in fact. I think I just about got it there. Let's see. Yep, that was it. That was what I was going for. Nice. So that is the Flaniversary badge, another broken item, the Orichalcum for the ultimate weapon. Nice. We're not actually going to get this ultimate weapon until the post-game, but such is the joy in being a completionist. Anyway, one more thing. Cactuar picture.
Let's see.
And I'll be seeing you soon with the last world.